welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going. Fields it just outside the goal line. Oh, and he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Can he make it? Touchdown, Wolverines. He just sprints into the end zone.
I mean, Chris, we're just getting our headsets on here, and we've already got a touchdown in this game. Great blocking up front, but really just the instincts and the speed by the return man to take that all the way back for a touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it again. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
He'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back to throw. It's Nolan. Tries the right with a quick throw. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools. From both sides, it's just
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's got some open field ahead. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
Nowhere to run up the middle. Serious repercussions, Kirk, from the last meeting where the Wolverines won in a rout.
Chris, that was a game where Michigan did everything right. Their offense was really clicking. It got Ohio State's attention. You and I were over at the facility yesterday, and everybody's talking about the last time, what happened in that game, and how they want payback today.
Nothing going with the running game on those two plays. Now it's 3rd down and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now.
Yeah, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
The Wolverines will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down. He's throwing for it. He's escaping the pocket now. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang. They throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
They'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Nolan. The pocket breaking down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
After the loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, testing the middle. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The Wolverines looking to run some tempo here. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
They're going to run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Quick throw to the right, looking for the 1st down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
Michigan 7, Ohio State 0.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And it's caught from inside the 20. And they get it to the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Catch made on the left side. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. First down, looking to throw the football. Graham down the middle. It's Graham. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
The Buckeyes offense is on the move now. And looking to throw now on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Makes a quick grab. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. Second down after that previous play. Ball handed off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Can he get there on the ground? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. It's a big gain. All
Complete.
territory tackled at the 45.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Wolverines looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead. Don't play it safe. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
325.
Dropping back. It's Nolan. Pressure is coming. And the ball to the ground. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. And he finally steps out of bounds. A huge kick return to set the offense in great position here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Pass caught. Can he get in? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Now he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. And someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's a shotgun run call. Gets some space around the 30. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they're able to get him down. Crucial third down play coming up. Can he make it to the marker? And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Wolverines come to the line to run the hurry up. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They'll try the right here. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Oh, and he fumbles. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's got room looking for the end zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Buckeyes line it up with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Still no answer for this offense. They're setting out to try the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. Michigan offense back out on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Man, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the race.
Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they will claim the second half lead.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they'll run it into the end zone until they go up by a touchdown here.
Well, that's when you know an offensive coordinator has confidence in his running game. 2-point conversion, no problem. Rely on the back and his vision with that great blocking up front to get you the 2 points.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Breaks loose at the 40. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job. You can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The offense continuing to build momentum. It's 1st and 10. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Defense is coming after him. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And now the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Hands off to the left. Finding some room at the 25. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter?
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Michigan 28.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Picked off a crucial turnover. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's second.
Running back.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Here's the second down play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Tackle, but first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this. Third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. To the air, it's Nolan. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
At the The incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Gets made on the out route. Not much of a gain there, Kirk. The defense playing close attention to the tight end.
Yeah, really good coverage that time. They're aware of exactly where he is on the field. They took him away completely. I gave him a completion, but not many yards.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's 3rd down and 3.
Get set, get set. Cut, cut, cut.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Tailback takes the handoff again. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense really clicking.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And there's the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Football comes out. So the offense retains possession and avoids a catastrophic turnover.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the 4th quarter. The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a quick grab, and the defense smothers him for no gain. But that moves the ball into plus territory, trying to be aggressive here and win the game before overtime.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. You got a quarterback that makes good reads, control the football well. Why go into overtime? Take some chances here and try to win it in regulation.
He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And it's the defense who stops the clock now with 17 seconds remaining. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left.
Timeout, Michigan.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Quarterback drops back, looking to throw it deep. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Going the other way, can they catch it? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To throw, it's Nolan. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
So here comes our first play of overtime.
Let's go.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
2nd down after the incompletion.
Easy.
Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Graham.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
So here we go. The offense has 1st and goal here in overtime.
Set. Ready.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
4-2 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready.
Dropping back. It's Nolan. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
Ready.
Let's see what the call is on this critical 3rd and goal as he try to punch it in overtime. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. It's a touchdown as they jump on top here in overtime.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
PhD is good, so they're up by a touchdown, 35-28. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for two and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for two right here.
How about this? A two-point conversion now with the ball game on the line. Now the defense will spend a timeout. No room for mental errors on that side here in overtime. So here we go. What a moment as they set up for the two-point conversion to try to win this game right now. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's in there. They gamble and get it to win the game. What a call. In these overtime games, Kirk, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.